Is this where you are? Where you going?
DSK, shame on you! DSK, shame on you! DSK, shame on you!
Trying to pay the bills.
The indictment should go on. It shouldn't be a drop of the indictment that the grand jury already made the indictment. We're not following the law. The jury makes that decision, not the DA or the judge. So the DA is overstepping his bounds.
Shame on you! DSK, 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 shame on you!
I was a rape victim in 1969. What happened to me then was that the legal system refused to take the case. I feel just like Ms. Diallo, but she's in a worse situation as an immigrant woman. And the fact that all over the media they have been victimizing her. And basically she's being raped by the legal system again. She's being raped by the media. As feminists, we can no longer tolerate this situation. It happened to me in 1969, and it's still going on. And it's about time that feminists say that we want a women's commission that will look into every rape case like this and decide that these type of men must be brought to trial. This person, DSK, has been head of the IMF. Through its policies, they have raped the lives of women around the world. And I think we need to see the connection between what has happened globally with the IMF and what's happened locally, and he is the connection.
I can't even begin to express the amount of rage I felt when I heard that they were even considering dropping this case. Look at the physical evidence. That is something that no one is talking about. The actual physical evidence in this case. If you look at the fact that her uniform was covered in his semen, if you look at the fact that she had vaginal bruising, this is shit that no one is talking about. And this is stuff that we need to have reported on in the mainstream media. When a woman comes forward after having been assaulted, immediately we start picking at whether or not we can trust her. You know who I don't trust? People who hurt other people. They can never be trusted. They're talking about a woman who has no power versus a man who has all the power in the world. And what are we asking? Is she trying to get his money? For fuck's sake! I'm sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. I'm just so enraged.
Apologize! Yeah!
So enraged. He violated her personhood. That is what is at stake. When people are attacked, we need to take it seriously.
Cyrus Pants, shame on you.
I want to talk about DSK and what he's actually done. Because what he's really done is said it's okay to rape a poor immigrant woman. An immigrant because, in fact, the International Monetary Fund, for which he worked for the longest time, made poor and made people have to leave and made people into immigrants. To the biggest lender in the world, the International Monetary Fund.
That's right.
So this woman came here, and the only job she could get was a dangerous job, because in the hotel profession, this is one of the most dangerous things. Women working in hotels, this happens. This kind of rape happens all the time. It is not rare. Ask any woman who works in a hotel. They'll tell you this.
Whatever we wear, wherever we go, yes means yes and no means no. Whatever we wear, wherever we go, yes means yes and no means no. Whatever we wear, wherever we go, yes means yes and no means no. The first thing people ask, well, what is her history? What is her background? What mistakes could she have made? We hear people ask, what was she wearing? Was she drinking? Was she in a place that she shouldn't have gone to? It's always an attack on her character. The attacks on Nafissatou Diallo, talking about that she is supposed to have lied on her immigration application. If anyone here is familiar with the immigration laws in this country, you'll know that if you don't live in Europe or Canada or some country like that, you can't get here. There is no legal way. As people have rightly pointed out, their countries have been destroyed by the IMF and World Bank and such. The only way for them to get here is to lie. There is no other option.
Seem more interested in seeking arbitrary details about Ms. Diallo's past life that had nothing to do with the case. They say she's not a reliable witness. She's a fucking victim. Are you fucking kidding me? No. Well, as Bell Hooks once said, feminism is for everybody. We have a duty as feminists to stand up for the oppressed, no matter where they hail from, because we understand that we live in a culture that facilitates the oppression of women, of people of color, of queer folks, of the poor, of immigrants, and the disabled. And many of us are personally familiar with it. Many of us are survivors. Many of us are pissed off because we have not been believed in the past. Because in this country, we have a really, really small chance of ever even taking this shit to court.
As far as sexual assault is concerned, no one is above the law. Yesterday, the Office of the District Attorney took action suggesting that they were dropping the case. Today, we find that they've done just that. The reasoning is that Nafissatou Diallo's testimony is untrustworthy. But let's be clear, though. Diallo admitted to having falsely reported that she had been gang raped when she applied for asylum. That takes a degree of honesty. Moreover, translations of the infamous phone calls used to demonize Diallo as a gold digger reveal that this is not the case at all. It was her friend slash supposed fiancé in an Arizona detention center who suggested that she looked to getting monetary compensation. But I would go further and say that this is hardly relevant, given that all the forensic evidence points to a violent encounter in room 2806 of the Sofitel Hotel. Diallo's shoulder was injured, and Strauss-Kahn's DNA covered her uniform. Traces of his semen was found. The defense has alleged that this was consensual. Since Diallo is currently in physical therapy, I highly doubt that.
That's right.
That's right.
Perhaps I am assaulting Mr. Vance's character when I do the following, but in my shock, I find myself thinking of his father. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Since Cyrus Vance Sr.'s career as Secretary of the Army was marked by his inability to deploy troops against violent segregationists in 1962. Dereliction of duty seems to run in the family. Rechristen our home, New Rape City.
We want justice for Diallo today! Sexist police! Sexist DA! We want justice for Diallo today! Sexist police! Sexist DA! We want justice for Diallo today! Sexist police! Sexist DA! We want justice for Diallo today! Sexist police! Sexist DA! We want justice for Diallo today!
Here you have scientific evidence, DNA evidence, and they're dropping the charges. It's another attack. Dropping the charges is justifying rape against all women, particularly black women. It's another attack against Africa.
I'm sorry, no one's having sense to having their...
Name, please, sir?
My name is Shahid Shakur. I represent the New Black Panther Party. We're here just to show there's another sign of lopsided justice, where the white is right and the black is wrong. White man is proven innocent until proven guilty, where you're black, you're proven guilty until proven innocent. Scales of justice is never equal when it comes to our people.
Used by the men who work hard. She's for all the men reputation. I don't know this man from Adam. I never see him. I don't know who's Dominique, but common sense from the day one. She story. She said the man oral sex. How long the man take to orgasm? Why didn't bite that man penis? Put it on the ground. Biting until the man scream and come. Then you will get witness.